folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Taken from about the 12 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Eluding the pressure right. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Amari Cooper, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jamar Chase. 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On play action, Prescott. Flushed out right. Man open, here is Jones. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Browns drive about to get started. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being taken. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. James Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To the air again, Prescott. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 39, Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a throw here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well. It's a big place in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Jackson rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
McManus's point after is good, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. De'Ami Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they don't...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next to score, Raiders 28, Browns 21. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open, that one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Adams. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again is Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Again, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Prater for the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Prescott off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And that'll set him back 5.
Baby, get him, boys! Get him, boys!
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's a 2nd down. Jackson now. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So that'll back him up 5. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To throw, Prescott. To Guyton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. This complete to Jones. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Dak. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Second and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.